So I saw an ad for this on Instagram the other day, but I was really curious about it, and so I went ahead and bought myself a starter kit. So yes, this is Mud Water, and what it is it's basically coffee alternative. And what does that mean? It means that you basically use this as a replacement for coffee. And according to the ad, it's supposed to be like a better version of coffee because according to the website, it only has about 1/7 of the caffeine of a regular cup of coffee. So it's kind of like decaf coffee because I think decaf coffee only has about 15% of the caffeine of like a regular cup of coffee. But unlike decaf and regular coffee, this has a bunch of other additional herbs and ingredients that's supposed to make the coffee healthier. It's supposed to make you more focused and productive after drinking this. And so yeah, I'm really curious about this. I used to drink regular coffee, but maybe I want to say almost 2 years ago, I switched to decaf because out of the blue, out of nowhere, I slowly noticed that whenever I drank regular coffee, I would get jitters. When I saw an ad about this, I was pretty excited because it seems like the decaf coffee plus in that it's supposed to be like decaf and that you don't get the jitters, but it gives you the focus, except it's got a bunch of other additional herbs in it that's supposed to like enhance your productivity, your performance and all that. And we're also going to try this out for about a week so that I can give myself some time to check if I really feel the health benefits, if I really feel more focused, if I feel anything different with my body after drinking this. In terms of the review, I'm looking for 3 things. Number 1, obviously it has to taste good. If it doesn't taste good, I'm not going to drink it. Number 2, it has to be somewhat easy to make, simple to make, because I usually drink coffee in the morning or early afternoon, and I'm really not a morning person. And number 3, lastly, but probably most importantly, if I really do feel the health benefits, the improved focus, the performance that they're claiming, if this just kind of tastes good and doesn't really give me all the health benefits, then it's almost just cheaper to just buy decaf coffee. It wouldn't really make sense to buy this. So anyways, with that out of the way, I think we can go ahead and start the unboxing. And so the actual Mud Water like tub looks kind of like this, and this tub's supposed to last for 30 days. And if I open this up, you can see inside that the actual powder looks like that. It's kind of like a chocolate powder. For those of you who are curious, the 2 main ingredients for this Mud Water powder formula thing is masala chai and cocoa. And according to the website, each serving has about 1.9 grams of cocoa and 0.75 grams of masala chai. So in terms of pricing and what it actually costs, if you guys are thinking of getting Mud Water and trying it yourself at home, the website offers 2 options. You can either get this whole morning ritual starter kit, which costs $60 if you get it on demand and $40 if you subscribe. So I definitely suggest that you subscribe and then you can just cancel later. The website also offers you the option of buying a whole like big bag of like 90 days worth of Mud Water formula, which costs $100 instead. I'll show the picture on the screen. Once you subscribe to get the Mud Water morning ritual starter kit, you have the option of choosing how frequently you want to get a refill. You can choose to get a refill for the Mud Water formula every 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. When you go and get your first Mud Water morning ritual starter kit, inside the box you see that you will get a free sample of coconut milk creamer. They also give you a sticker and a free Mud Water recipe book that has a bunch of suggested recipes that you can use with Mud Water, a bunch of creative drinks that you can do to spice up your morning coffee ritual or evening coffee ritual, whatever time you drink your coffee in. And of course, it also includes the Mud Water tub itself that contains the 30 days worth of Mud Water powder formula. And last but not least, they include a USB rechargeable frother in your morning ritual starter kit. Okay, so according to this booklet, I think there's actually multiple ways that you can make the Mud Water coffee. Like here, I'll show you guys, there's like ice mud, mud latte, spicy mud shake, and all the other recipes in here. And so I think that there's multiple ways to make it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a spoonful of Mud Water, this cup. I'm gonna add some hot water. And then we're gonna mix it with the frother. See that? And last but not least, my favorite part is to mix it with the creamer. And I actually might just mix it with this. Okay, not the best idea. And looks good. All right, I think it's time for the taste test. Cheers, guys. First impression, I think it tastes a little watery. I think maybe I put a little too much water. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't work with the recipe, just like the hot water thing and the creamer. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste like good. It's kind of plain.
What is it, Peterson? I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
It has a little bit of a powdery texture to it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it tastes okay. It's not like great. I don't know. It's like a 6 out of 10, like a 5 out of 10. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this out for a week and try different recipes to see which one works best. And then I'll just come back to you guys and let you guys know which one tastes the best.
1 week later.
Hey guys, this is 1 week later, and today we're gonna try a different recipe. I looked through the book, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try out this recipe called the MUD Latte 2.0. It's basically the same thing. We still have hot water, we still have mud water, and we still have creamer, except now, today, we're just gonna add oat milk into the mix. So as you can see here, I got my mud water, I got my creamer, I got my cup, my hot water is ready behind me. Today we're adding this new oat milk ingredient into our drink. I honestly don't think it's gonna taste that different just because we're adding milk. There's no like difference in like the flavor or anything, but maybe the texture changes everything. I don't know. And so for this recipe, we're still gonna add a spoonful of mud water, but what we're gonna do different instead is today, instead of filling the whole cup with hot water, we're gonna fill only halfway. And once we do that, we're gonna add a little bit of creamer. And then once we do that, we're gonna fill the rest of the cup with oat milk. Once everything's added into the cup, we're gonna take our frother and mix it in all together, make it nice and smooth. And once we do that, that's pretty much it. And once we mix it all in, that is our MUD Latte 2.0. Again, there's not much difference here. The only difference is the oat milk, but I'm really curious to see what this tastes like, if it changes anything, and let's give it a shot. So I may be a little wrong about the milk. I don't know what it is, but adding oat milk into the mix just somehow makes it taste a lot better. I don't know how. Maybe it's oat milk. Maybe oat milk has like a flavor. I've never drunk like oat milk flat, just like oat milk alone. So that might be it, but I don't know what it is. But when you mix milk into the drink, the smell of the Chinese herb, which I later found out was apparently the smell of turmeric, by the way. The drink last week tasted like watery hot chocolate with turmeric. That's the most accurate description I can give you right now. But if you add oat milk into it, all of a sudden it's like thick hot chocolate with a little bit of turmeric. You can still smell it, but when you add milk into the mix, it tastes better, the texture's better. I'm kind of neutral about it. I know that some people can get a little thrown off by the smell of turmeric, but I've been drinking this for a week now, and I will say, I don't know. I think it's kind of growing on me, like I don't really mind it anymore. It's not really much of it doesn't have a taste, it's just a smell. And the moment you get kind of used to it, honestly, the drink tastes kind of good. So yeah, MUD Latte, I would give this 7 or 8. An 8 maybe. I don't know what it is. I like it now. For those of you who are thinking about trying this at home, there's more than just 2 recipes if you guys are kind of like not really interested in just trying a plain latte or like a hot water mix. It just so happens that for my case, I am looking for something that's really easy and practical, especially because I'm making this in the morning. I'm really not a morning person. So I want something that's easy because I'm barely trying to wake up. I'm not gonna like stumble through the kitchen and make like a fancy ass like chocolate shake with the bananas and fruit smoothies and a mud water mix inside. But yeah, for those of you who are thinking about trying more complicated recipes, for those of you who want to experiment, if you are looking to bring the taste from an 8 out of 10 to like a 10 out of 10, yeah, you can always just check the website, or if you got the kit, you can always just check the booklet for recipes that you can try yourself. But that is pretty much all I have for the taste test. Let's move on to the final review. All right, final thoughts on mud water. Okay, so for taste, I would say if it's just mud water, creamer, and hot water, 6 out of 10. If you put the oat milk inside, 8 out of 10. And I recommend it. Whether it is easy to make or is practical, yes, it is easy to make. I would give that a yes. I would give that a take. I guess if you had to give it a score, 10 out of 10. And lastly, I think most importantly, the health benefits. Do I really feel anything different after drinking mud water? Honestly, I really don't feel anything different. It kind of just tastes like good coffee, but to be honest, I've kind of drunk this every day for about a week now, and I really don't feel much of a difference. It kind of just feels like decaf. Does it make me feel focused? Yes, but so does decaf. And so in that sense, if we're comparing Mud Water, this coffee alternative, to decaf coffee, they're kind of about the same because they both have the same amount of caffeine, and so they both give the same amount of focus. But in terms of productivity, I just don't really feel like it's that much of a difference. But I will say that ever since I drank this, I don't feel the jitters too much. But also, like, to be fair, you can make the argument that I don't really have an intense lifestyle that will really allow me to notice the slight differences in productivity. But I will say it tastes good. It does not make me crash. It does not make me jitter. To me, this kind of just tastes like a fancy ass decaf coffee. For the third criteria, the health benefits, I would say, not really there. I would give it a 5 in terms of like the health benefits or like the focus and benefits that it gives you. I kind of feel like it's kind of like kale. You know how like people say like kale's like a superfood, whenever you eat it you're like super healthy, and yet every time you eat it you don't really feel any different after that? It's kind of like that. I guess it's kind of healthy, it's kind of good for you. But honestly, just like on a realistic level, on a daily level, I really don't feel much of a difference, honestly. Now, with all of that said, will I resubscribe to Mud Water? I think that's the final verdict. If I know that I'm gonna be at home a lot, then I know that I'm not gonna be traveling a lot. I probably would. Not because of the health benefits, I would just subscribe for taste, for fun, for variety, and maybe to make myself feel better that I'm drinking something that's supposed to be healthy. So to summarize, I would say I will resubscribe for fun, for taste, and for experimentation, and for adding variety to my life and mornings. Let me know down in the comments below if you are one of those people and if you do feel any difference. So that's my thoughts, that's my review of this Mud Water brand. Overall, I have a pretty good impression. Again, they're doing amazing with advertising. I fell for it. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with my latest uploads, and hit the bell icon if you want push notifications. I hope you guys like this video. I hope this hit your curiosity button, or if you guys are thinking about buying it, I hope this answers most of your questions. Leave a comment below if you end up buying a starter kit yourself, if you end up trying it at home. Let me know your thoughts. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Who knows, maybe I'll be like a super productive robot by the time I upload my next video, so we'll see.